All right, y'all. So I'm back one more time. Welcome back to Correctional Officer Stories with Steve. As always, I'm your host. I just put out a video. However, I was asked by one of my loyal goons, Kenneth George, to talk about what I think's going on in prisons right now, what kind of implementations they've issued with the COVID-19 coronavirus, what really what the hell's going on. And what I can tell you is I just talked to my buddy the other day, and who works at Perryville Prison. He's a sergeant over there. And to be honest with you, he didn't even mention it. We really didn't even discuss it. But I do know that they are short on supplies like gloves, masks. You can't bring in hand sanitizer to the prison anyways. That's been banned for a long time, even though officers still bring the shit in. You've never been able to. Unless it's a non-alcohol based sanitizer, which what the hell good does that do? The sanitizers that they're asking us to use need to be at least 60% and above alcohol-based sanitizers. So they're not even allowing that shit in the prison, not just because there's a virus out there, they're not going to allow it. Anybody on here that watches me and that's wrong information that I'm putting out, please comment and correct me, but I'm pretty sure that they're not letting hand sanitizer all of a sudden into the prison facilities. I do know that I'm not in corrections anymore, but the director of corrections did follow suit in what CDCR did. California Department of Corrections are the first ones to take action and cancel all visits for inmates. So no visitors coming from the outside are allowed to come on prison grounds and visit. Arizona Department of Corrections also did the same thing. It's all the way, I want to say it's for 30 days, so it's through the end of April. You might and probably will see that get extended. But like for the yards and for the day-to-day operations, it's pretty much the same thing. They haven't enacted or activated like a complete lockdown where it's controlled movement and only certain times of the day inmates are getting out, whether they need to go see medical or if there's a pill call. So the way it works is inmates can go up to the medical. They can go up to medical any time of the day. That was something that was changed a long time ago. So they're up there all day waiting on appointments. They don't have to put a health needs request in. And that was at the women's facility. I'm pretty sure it's the same way at the men's facility. I was already at the women's facility when that happened. So they could just roll up. They didn't have to ask. They would just say, hey, where are you going? Especially if it was a secure yard. Hey, can you pop the gate seal? I'm going up to medical. Okay, you make sure they get up there. But really, there's not enough staff to really make sure they get the hell up there. So you got inmates sitting up there all damn day roaming the yard. I don't think there's anything that has been implemented to make sure officers every hour are cleaning the control rooms and cleaning their workstations and cleaning their work area with any kind of disinfectant. So it's pretty much the same thing. Do they need to implement something like that? Yeah, because if that gets rampant inside the prisons, it's going to be all bad, because then it's going to just go from one person to the next, and it's going to infect all the inmates, and then obviously it's going to infect the staff that are there to keep control and custody of the inmates. And then you'd have to definitely, I don't know what you'd do, honestly. Yeah, I don't know how you would operate if the coronavirus starts to get into the prison facilities, which is very possible, and it's probably already happened. But if it spreads like wildfire, you're in a world of hurt. They would go in a complete lockdown right away, ASAP. It would be a complete lockdown. You'd have to implement law enforcement in there, the National Guard, any type of military people. They'd have to be in there, because I don't know how that would work. I really don't. That's crazy. It's crazy to think of it, because you're not going to want to keep sending people inside to keep control and custody. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know how that would happen, how that would work. But I know as far as right now, there's really no measures. They're not canceling rec. they're still getting what they got coming to them. And I know officers are pushing for, making sure that you're doing every 2 hours you're keeping up with keeping the work area sanitary and sanitized, and making sure that inmates are doing their part to keep their cells cleaned. But they're trying to get the director on board to implement more measures to keep the prison facilities safe. However, there's been no response from him, and I'm sure he's waiting on directive from the governor to see. I really think this week you're going to see Arizona be the next state to be issued a 14-day quarantine, or how many ever days. I could be wrong, but our number of cases are growing like crazy, so I don't know. But like, as far as anything different happening in the prisons, they might have a few different measures implemented, but it's not anything that you would be like, oh my God, I can't believe they're doing that. That's awesome. I'm telling you, they're not doing that. They really aren't. So it's dangerous. It's just dangerous times. So again, all my respect and to all my fellow law enforcement, whether you're on the inside or the outside, because you're dealing with it on a daily basis. All EMS and paramedic and fire and anybody that is in the public eye, man. Much respect to you. I mean, I am too. But I go into a building most times, into an office. My wife works in the public eye, so they've shut down some of their offices. I don't know, but great question, Kenneth. I appreciate you asking me that. I don't know if I covered it all. I'm really going to have to think about that and see and reach out to some more people, because they're not taking measures. Inmates have tablets now, so they can come out of their cell every, I think my buddy was telling me every day or every week they have to come out of their cell to reconnect the tablet or reactivate the signal. I can't remember what he said they have to do with that thing. So now they're constantly asking, CO, can I get out of my cell to go rekindle my tablet or reconnect it or whatever? I don't know what they're doing, but I don't know, man. Much love and respect to all you guys. I appreciate you goons, man. It's bad times right now. No matter what way you look at it, it's very, very crazy times right now. So much love and respect, y'all. Peace.